Hello everybody, welcome back to WoW Classic. Hope everyone is doing well. We are on the Mage today, and we're in a new location. It came down to really only having elite quests to do in Hillsbrad. I spent a couple days logging on randomly, trying to get groups for these quests, and I haven't found any groups, guys. In that level range, in that zone, there just were never a lot of players on. And same is kind of true here. If we look, this is everybody on the server who is in the zone right now. It's 5:45 in the evening Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday, last time I checked. So I don't know. I don't know if that just means people are not in this level range, or possibly if not as many people have been playing Classic, maybe people have gone back to retail with Shadowlands, you know, on the horizon in November. But we are in Stranglethorn today so that we can actually have some quests to do. We picked up a lot of stuff in Gromgol that I'm not going to cover right now because we're not going to do it yet. We are going to work on Raptor Mastery for Hemet Nezingwary here. He wants us to hunt and kill 10 Stranglethorn Raptors, basically to prove that our hunting skills are up to snuff. And then we have Hunt for Yenneku. A doom there is. A doom on my chief's youngest son, Yenneku. As is a custom with our people, he was given to the Gurumashi trolls of Zul'Gurub, but after my tribe, the Darkspear tribe, left with the Orc thrall, poor Yenneku was lost to us. I was sent from distant Argrimmar back to Stranglethorn to search for my chief's son. So this was given to us by a troll in the Horde town, Gromgol base. So we're gonna do this. It looks like we need to fight the Bloodscalp trolls here, and we're looking for 9 of their tusks, and we might be able to do that in kind of the same area. And now all of these folks have quests for us too.
Well met.
This is Tiger Mastery, so these are very basic. We're just gonna kill 10 tigers,
Have a good one.
King's honor, friend.
10 panthers.
What can I do for you?
The Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Usually I don't pick this up because it requires a lot of bag space, but since we're kind of behind on levels and experience, I think we're gonna have to grab this. All 4 chapters.
See you soon.
It's kind of an annoying
got my
quest to
attention.
complete. We're not going to worry about that until we have a bunch of pages, then we'll see which ones we've completed.
Watch your back.
For now, let's head out and fight the local wildlife. See how we fare against the creatures of Stranglethorn. I feel like we've been in Hillsbrad so long, I don't remember when the sun shined upon us. It must have been at some point while questing in the Barrens, I guess. Luckily, we'll be able to skin everything here. Medium leather is going for basically nothing on the auction house. It's like 20 silver. But I think we can get a couple of gold a stack of 20 if we get medium leather. So we'll be looking for that. Let's get our buffs going. It could help us out quite a bit.
Isn't ready yet.
Stranglethorn can be a very challenging zone to get through because you spend a lot of time in Stranglethorn. We have a warrior, Night Elf warrior, who is still stuck in Stranglethorn, as a matter of fact. Through no fault of his own, and it's all my fault. But he's waiting on getting some plate armor. Shouldn't run into that kind of issue on the Mage. So use up some of this water that we bought for no good reason at some point that I don't remember. I feel like we're already ready for the next rank of Conjure Water. We just got a rank of Conjure Food that was a new rank, but nothing yet for Conjure Water. And as you can see, it takes a long time for us to refill our mana. Right over here we should be able to find some of the Blood Scalp Trolls as well. That's the good thing about Stranglethorn, is especially initially you pick up a lot of quests and then you just go out and you spend a lot of time fighting things. And by doing that you get a lot of experience that way. We are going into this with quite a bit of rested experience, I believe, so that's a good place to be at least. Although, like I said, we're a level or so behind where I would prefer to be before coming here. We've just had so many elite quests and dungeon quests that we haven't been able to find a group to complete, that it's kind of put us behind. We didn't do a lot of zone jumping while we were leveling early on in the leveling experience like we really should have been. And by that I mean we should have been doing quests when we were back in Brill. We should have also been doing some quests over in Razor Hill, over in Durotar, possibly over in the Barrens, things like that. We should have been... Basically, we should have been jumping continents early on to get ahead of the quest leveling curve. And that would have put us in a better position to be ahead of the game and not get into a zone and have a bunch of orange quests that we can't even do yet. Ideally, I'd like to come here with a few of these were green, but circumstances have forced our hand, and here we are. Well, that didn't stop him at all. Whoops. A lot of misclicks happened there.
I'm out of range.
Oh, he's walking right at us. He'll be in range very shortly. We'll also remember to skin some of these guys. I swear that I'll remember to skin them. By the time we work our way back skinning them, we'll probably hit some respawns. These are blood scalp trolls and they're at our level, so let's see if we can get them to drop some of the tusks that we need. Someone's over here clearing them aside from us. There they go, and we got page 20. We are not going to read this right now. I have like basically traumatic memories of trying to collect or buy off the auction house all of the pages of the Green Hills of Stranglethorn back from vanilla, because we were kind of at a point where you had to do every single quest. Sort of like I just talked about how we were behind on quests. Yeah, it was a similar situation where you're just not really able to exercise choice after a certain point as to what quest you're going to do and which quest you're not going to do. You're basically going to have to do every quest. He bashed us, and he locked us out of our frost spells for what looked like 5 seconds or more. He did it again. That's going to get incredibly annoying for us. We can't let them get close enough to do that. So we need tusks, and then we have bloody bone necklaces, which I apparently missed. It's orange for some reason. This was also given to us by someone in Gromgol. I was sent to Gromgol to aid Nimboya on his quest, but I too have reasons for being here. The Bloodscalp tribe is enemy to our tribe. Collecting trophies of our enemies gives us power over them. You may aid our tribe by hunting our enemies. They dwell to the north. Slay Bloodscalp trolls and take from them their bloody bone necklaces. Collect many, and your reward will be great. Okay, so given to us by a Darkspear troll hanging out in Gromgol, no doubt. And that we'll be doing a lot of quests to fight trolls here, obviously. So we're gonna get the bloody bone necklaces over time of doing that. This is an elder tiger. We don't need that. We need the young Stranglethorn tigers first. And eventually we will need the elder tigers, just not right at this minute. Someone has thoroughly thrashed all of these trolls here, so let's head back to the north a little bit. Here's a scavenger. It does feel nice to be working on several quests at once for a change. That should really be the normal, if you're being efficient and if you're able. But that hasn't been our experience for a little while on the Mage, unfortunately. I want to get up here and get back to some tigers potentially, but there do seem to be quite a few people right around the area that we're at fighting the same things. And he just pulled that tiger. Let's go for this one over here instead. Oh, or the one that's much closer.
I need to get closer. I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready yet.
And I think some of the items that we can loot off of these guys may be a good reason to be here for a long time. Things like bristly whiskers, I think once you have a stack of these, they sell for close to a gold. And that's going to be really useful for farming up that elusive mount money. That's right, mount money. We are at 9 gold, we're at level 33. We have 7 levels to go, and by then we should want to have like 110, 115 gold saved up, and right now I don't know that we're on track to do that. It would be a first. The warrior, the Night Elf warrior, definitely hit level 40 and didn't have any mount money and didn't have any plate armor. So it was a very sad day for him when that happened. And by him, I mean me and anyone who believed in me at all. Will things be different on the Mage? I don't know. We're gonna try.
Can I help you?
Now we get to the normal Stranglethorn. So we have to go through young, normal, and then elder.
Farewell.
It's fine. We'll grab that just in case we run into any. The raptors are even further to the south. We will skin these guys, you know, because I remember saying that we would. I've really put a lot of thought recently comparing the Mage to the Warlock, since we've kind of been playing both at the same time for a little bit. And I'm kind of coming down on the side of the Mage. The main reason is that honestly I just think that I'm not really a pet class person. and that I don't like having to depend on a pet either for protection or to deal my damage for me. So that's definitely a part of it. But don't get me wrong, the Warlock's a really awesome class, and it's probably a great class for some people. It has a lot of tools, a lot of versatility, the ways that you can convert health into mana, and then steal health from your enemies, and then heal your pets. There's a lot of different ways to play the class, and I think that's really amazing. But I think that if I'm talking about just my personal preference between the two, I tend to come down on the side of the Mage. And I think a lot of that is just because I don't care for having to manage a pet or to rely on a pet as part of my character, as power. You could even speculate that you break down into one of those two groups. You're either a person who really likes pet classes, or you're a person that doesn't like them at all. And I don't know if I could say that I don't like them at all. I guess it's just that I don't prefer them. I have so much wanted Blink to always be off the global cooldown, and I've done that for the last like 60 hours, 70 hours. I have been, you know, pressing a Blink every once in a while after I Frost Nova, just because for me it feels like, man, Blink should be off the global cooldown. That way I could throw down a Frost Nova and I could immediately blink away. That's not how it works. Blink is in fact on the global cooldown. And so you can't immediately blink away, which is why I often just kind of strafe away. By the time Blink is up, you've already taken a hit usually anyway.
I need to get closer.
Unless you've managed to freeze them, you know, properly outside of melee range. Like we did there, which you can do, but then it's still almost better just to run away than to wait for Blink to be off the GCD. I wonder what our wand skill is at. Oh, 163 out of 165. It's basically maxed out. That's good. I saw a couple resist there, but that probably doesn't have anything to do with the wand skill, and probably has everything to do with the elemental type of the wand being resisted. In this case, it would have been fire damage, so he just had a fire resist, I guess. We were too close for this pull, maybe. Oh, well, he's ranged. It doesn't matter anyway.
That's still recharging.
Just gonna lock him right here for a minute. Maybe we'll get a cast or two while he's locked out of melee range and ranged range. Right in that golden zone is a great place. Do we have 2 page 20s? We have 2 page 20s. And we've only looted 2 pages, and they've both been page 20. Okay, it's fine. We might complete that quest someday. We'll probably have to start mailing them off to a bank alt and storing them in the bank or something. Are they... Can you even do that, though? We would just have to put them in the bank ourselves, I guess. That may or may not happen. Let's go ahead and do this. Put that on cooldown, get our full mana back. I hope he comes by himself, but if not, we will... Ooh. He moved or we moved. If not, we'll sheep any other ads that come out. Will this wall be proof against his daggers? I don't see anything flying through to hit us. There he is.
That spell isn't right.
There you go. That's a good spot for you to just stay in. Nice resist, though. I wonder if our food would be better than what we have. 874, 874, 1344. No, it's exactly the same. So we might as well just use what we bought anyway. Whenever and for whatever I bought it, we'll just use it. Okay, that's... I'm not really like that excited to deal with that. Maybe we come south a little bit and find some raptors, and then when we head back north, we'll find some stragglers that are not gonna come in a 2-pack. We don't really need that. Are you a normal Stranglethorn tiger? No, you are an elder Stranglethorn tiger. You're an elder. The normal ones must be out this direction to the east. These are all elders down here. It's almost a shame to even come this way because of that. Because I'd like to fight through them. But we can't do that. I wonder if these guys will pull alone. It looks like it. Whoa, he did some kind of flame wave attack. Good for him. It's a relatively impressive feat of magic. And it seemed like an instant cast. Yeah, it was some kind of flame wave. Oh shit. I'm incredibly busy, you know, reading my combat log, not watching out for respawns, and also, you know, running out of mana. Oh, wonderful. That's a good way to go.